So with this being so close to you, you can't exactly make out, you can't exactly tell what it is, right? It's almost impossible. You're like, okay, it looks like something, but can't really see it. But as you slowly start to move that object back, as I move it back, you're able to see more clearly what it is, right? So, funny thing is that sometimes where we are in life can work that way. We could be in a situation where it's so close up on us and it's so in our face, and at that moment we can't see the details, we can't see like a figure, a clear anything, and it doesn't make sense because it's so close to us. But when we start to that object or that thing, it starts to move back and it comes in place more, we're able to make out more of what it is, and then we feel calmer, like, okay, that's what it is. I couldn't see it at first because it was a bit distorted, but now that it's come into picture, I'm able to decipher and I'm able to understand and clearly see exactly what it is. And that's how our goals and our placement in life can be sometimes. Like, we are looking at things from a view where we can't, fully understand it, or we can't fully see the bigger picture. So we begin to question things and we begin to, like, think, is this where I'm supposed to be, or is this what's happening? But when you see the full picture, it starts to make sense. Sometimes you have to pull back before judging the situation. So when it was up close, we weren't able to really judge it accurately, and we could make an assumption, but it wouldn't have been on point. But the more that we pulled back and we was able to assess and analyze, we were able to make a better judgment. And that's how it is sometimes in life. Instead of making a judgment right away, like based off of where you are, what you've done, because you can't see the full picture, it's best to just wait a little while, wait until things come into perspective a bit more, so that you can make a more accurate judgment. When we try to control everything, that could also be something else that could really just throw things off and drive us off of a wall. So just letting go of this illusion of how you feel like things were supposed to be, that they were supposed to happen in this amount of time, and because they didn't happen in that amount of time, you're getting frustrated, or you're giving up on what it is that you said that you were going to do. But just relinquishing that control can make such a big difference, because now you're able to really focus in on the process, instead of like, am I controlling every inch of how this is going to go? Is it going exactly like I planned and I wrote down? Like, it's not always going to go like that. Not every delay is a denial. So sometimes it could just simply means that you need either some redirection, but it doesn't mean that you stop trying. It doesn't mean that you just give up and be like, just throw the whole idea away, throw all of the progress away, throw all of the hard work that you put in away. It could just mean that, okay, we're going to stay, we're going to keep the plan, but we may need to redirect. So we may need to take a little detour here or a little detour there, but the plan is still going to remain the same. And just reminding yourself of that, like, instead of just like sitting down and being like, I'm not going to finish the race, like, no, stay in there, hang in there. Even if you have to take a detour, even if you have to go a different way, keep the plan the same, take a detour if you need. Life will rarely follow your timing and your schedule. So you could have something planned out to the T. You could say, ever since I was a little kid, like, things are going to go this way and it's going to go that way. But life is not going to move according to your time watch, the way that you planned everything. Like, yes, it's still good to have a plan, it's still good to have a sense of direction, but to be so adamant in that, like, well, I'm just going to completely stop if it doesn't happen this way. Like, no, know that you have to be flexible, and know that it's okay to be flexible. So that is the whole point of just, enjoying and thriving on the journey, is to know that, like, everything's not going to go like dot as you plan it, but it's the improvising, it is the compromising, it is the just keeping that awareness about yourself, like, I'm not going to give up, just keeping that durability as well. Growth often takes longer than what we think, but give yourself that time. Don't put a time cap on you. Strip that illusion away so that you can grow and you can prosper and you can learn new things. Flexibility creates resilience. So you want to learn to grow and be flexible in life. I think the more flexible you are, it allows you to move, different ways when situations pan out not exactly how you want them to be. But it's like if you're so rigid like this, if you're rigid, just rigid like a stick, when anything in life hits you, it's like you're going to snap because you haven't made it a point to be flexible. You haven't made it a point to exercise that muscle of flexibility, that mental muscle of flexibility that allows you to be able to, do different things and take a different route, but still keep the goal in mind if it doesn't work out exactly how you think or how you initially want it to work out. Some of the strongest people that you'll know, that we know, they adjust to things. If things don't turn out how they planned or how they saw fit in their head, then it's like they make that adjustment and they let themselves know like it's okay to make that adjustment. So like this may not have turned out exactly like what I thought, but it's okay. Like I'm gonna be all right and I'm gonna hang in there. We hear the story about the tortoise and the hare and how the hare, which is the rabbit, was like really, really, really fast. So like going in that race, he was just super confident, like I'm gonna make it first. I know I am because I'm faster than this tortoise and he's not gonna beat me, period. And then the tortoise went into the race thinking with more of a flexible mindset, like, okay, I know that I'm slow. I may not have an advantage in that area. I know that, I may not be as standing upright as the hare, and I can't move as fast as he moves, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to give up. I'm still going to have faith in myself. I'm still going to have faith in the process. I'm still going to enjoy the journey, and I'm still going to hang in there and do it. And that's exactly what he did. So he wasn't looking over to see how fast the hare was moving. He was still moving at his speed, moving one foot in front of the other, one step in front of the other. And eventually he got to where he needed to get to because he wasn't overconfident and he wasn't paying attention to somebody else's race. And he wasn't worried about all of the disadvantages that he had. So the point is, in the end, he ended up making it because the simple belief is like, okay, I have some advantages. I have some things that, even though I can't see this big picture right away, when I move back away from it, I do see what I have and I trust in what I do have and the advantages that I do have to put me in first place or to just keep me in the race. Some of the best things that have ever happened to me, it started out looking like something was wrong. And sometimes it could look like that. It could look wrong in the beginning. It could look like maybe it's not right, it don't fit, or, why is it happening this way? And it can turn out to be one of the best things for you. But you'll never know that if you don't hang in there, if you don't stick in there, you don't keep trying, or you don't keep moving around so that you can get a different vision of whatever perspective that you may need to gain at any, at whatever time that you may need to get that perspective. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and please like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate and love you guys. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings.